So you want to be a lawyer?
Yes. I have seen many shows about lawyers on television and they look very glamorous. Lawyers get to wear fabulous suits and are always very attractive.
Are you kidding me? Very few lawyers wear fabulous suits and hardly any lawyers are attractive. You have bought into the Hollywood version of being a lawyer.
But I have seen Julia Roberts and Glenn Close and Callista Flockhart playing lawyers and they look very glamorous and they wear fabulous suits and shoes.
You aren't listening to me. Those are not real lawyers. Real lawyers wear ill-fitting suits that look like they came from Sears. The men are usually fat and balding and have dandruff, and the women look like men, only they are not balding as badly. They all wear glasses, even if they don't really need them because they think it makes them look intelligent. Why else do you think you want to be a lawyer?
As a lawyer, I would get to work on interesting cases and become part of the justice system. I could help innocent people who have been wrongly accused and make the world a better place in which to live.
Are you insane? Hardly any lawyers get to work on interesting cases, and as an associate, even if you are lucky and ought to be assigned to an interesting case, you will spend days and months and maybe years sifting through boring documents. After a few years they will let you go to depositions where you will be so bored listening to the same question asked a million different ways that you will want to shoot yourself.
I will get to go to court and make beautiful opening statements that will make people cry because they are so moving. I will wear my fabulous suit, open my Louis Vuitton briefcase, and take my glasses off when I want to make an important point. The judge and the jury will want to applaud when I am done with my statement and my client will be found not guilty. I will leave the courthouse and all the news media will be there taking pictures of me with my client.
Are you on some kind of hallucinogen? Hardly anyone gets to go to court for the first several years. If and when you do go to court, you will most likely have to drone on and on about something so boring that the jury will fall asleep and the judge will yell at you. The judge will seem to hate you because you are a female or because you are a male or because you are under 40 or because you are over 40. The judge will yell at you again. You will have so many boxes of documents that you will need a paralegal to help you carry them into the courtroom. Your Louis Vuitton briefcase will not be big enough to hold all the paperwork you'll need. Most of your day in the courtroom will be spent listening to other lawyers and other cases drone on and on about things you won't care about until they call your case. You will be too nervous to go to the bathroom because they might call your case.
The judge will not yell at me because I am a woman and they will want to encourage more female attorneys. Besides, the judge will be an African American or Latin woman and she will feel a sense of camaraderie between us because we are both women.
You have missed the boat on that one. Today, more than 50% of our law school graduates are women, so the judge will not care that you are a woman. An African American or Latin female judges are more common on TV than in real life. You watch too much TV.
When my court case is over and I have said goodbye to my client and his family, I will return to my office. My office will be on a high floor of an architecturally significant building and will overlook the harbor or the waterfront. I will have beautiful mid-century furniture by Eames in my office and thought-provoking artwork on the walls.
Are you high on drugs? Your office furniture and artwork will be rented and will be the same furniture that the last associate had before he was laid off. You might have fantastic views, but if you spend too much time looking out at the view, another associate will notice and will tell the partners that you have not been working hard enough. If a partner sees you looking out the window, he will look at his watch and then look at you because he will think your billable hours are not high enough.
Billable hours. What are those? I have not heard Julia Roberts or Callista Flockhart or Tom Cruise mention those before.
Billable hours are the hours that you are actually performing work for a client. You will have to put in many billable hours per week, and your value as an associate attorney will be measured against the billable hours of other associates. You will have to work into the night and most of the weekend just to keep up with the other associates. You will work with people who brag that they have not showered in days or seen their children and spouses in weeks because they have been working so hard, and they will be very happy about this.
That's not true. My evenings and weekends will be spent taking my clients out to fabulous new restaurants located in warehouse districts of formerly dangerous neighborhoods. It will all be very glamorous.
You are delusional. You will not have any contact with clients for several years. If and when you do have contact with clients, it will likely be a bunch of old men who will just want to go out drinking and find prostitutes because they are away from their wives in a different city. You won't find it very glamorous. What kind of lawyer do you think you want to be, anyways?
I want to be an environmental lawyer. I want to protect innocent people from pollution and global warming. The earth is very important to me and I want to defend it against large corporations who seek to destroy its delicate balance.
You make me laugh. Most environmental lawyers spend their time defending those large corporations. You will have to interpret federal and state regulations so that your client can get away with the maximum allowable by law. Your client will want to know such things as how many gallons of toxic chemicals they can spill into a river before they are fined by the government. They will even want to know how high the fines will be because it might be easier for them to just pay the fines and keep dumping toxic chemicals. You will have to help them do this.
I will not be that type of attorney. I will join a bar association group of female attorneys and we will meet to discuss the challenges of being a woman in a law firm environment. I will seek out the help of the female partners in my law firm and perhaps one of them will serve as a mentor and role model for me.
You have got to be fucking kidding me. The only thing that the partners will want to know about you is whether you plan on starting a family. Although they are prohibited by law to ask you about your personal life during your interview, they will try to get it out of you anyway. If you are young and wearing a wedding ring, they will think you are a liability for the firm because you might get pregnant and leave to start a family or request maternity leave or mother's hours. They will not want you to have a baby because it will affect your billable hours.
I am a capable woman and I can have a baby at home while I advance my career as a lawyer. A baby will not affect my ability to be a good lawyer.
Well, maybe not your ability to be a good lawyer, but it will affect your billable hours. Many law firms allow for a short maternity leave and then allow mother's hours, but they don't tell you that mother's hours are 8 in the morning until 7 at night. You will never get to see your child and you will need to hire a full-time nanny. Other associates who do not have children will complain about you are not working hard enough to the partners. The partners will then tell you that you can continue to work in the firm but you will not be on the partnership track. Other attorneys who have had babies will brag that they were back working full-time 2 days after giving birth.
I will work with people who are also committed to making the world a better place and who will want to work for a more just society.
You are not listening to me and besides, I think you are certifiably insane. You should be in a padded cell. The only people you will work with are the types of people who like being in a library at midnight on a Saturday, even when they have no urgent deadlines. You will have an office next to someone who will bring his law books into the bathroom with him so that he will not have to waste precious billable hour time on bodily functions. These people will tattle on you every chance they can get and their cutthroat personalities will make you want to kill them.
I would not work for people who behave that way. I will work in a happy and productive law firm where everyone gets along, where we are all part of a team and where we will all socialize after work each day.
You should trade in your suit for a straitjacket because you are batshit crazy. You will not be able to socialize with anyone after work because most bars and restaurants will be closed at late at night. You will not want to spend any additional time with the people you work with, anyways. Do you think that after a day of being reprimanded by a sadistic partner, you will want to go out with your co-workers?
The lawyers that I have seen on television and in the movies are very sociable and seem to really enjoy each other's company outside of the office.
That only happens on TV. Most lawyers are very angry and bitter. 99% of them were bullied and had the crap knocked out of them by the other school children when they were young. Becoming a lawyer is their way of getting back at the world. Most of them do not have any social skills.
Julia Roberts and Callista Flockhart are very pleasant and have exemplary social skills. They enjoy socializing with their co-workers all the time.
You are living in a fantasy world, my friend. Perhaps you should become an actress instead of a lawyer because the things you keep mentioning will only happen in television shows about lawyers. In the meantime, I have to go back to my document production. I have not left this office in 3 days. Everything I have eaten has come from a vending machine, and I am starting to smell from not bathing. In the time I have spent talking with you, 2 associates have reported me to the partners because I have been away from my desk for too long. And I have been accused of sexual harassment because I have apparently looked at you in a way that could be interpreted as having a vaguely sexual overtone. Goodbye.